Look, there's a lot of noise out there when it comes to raising a Doberman. There's endless advice and endless debates always going on. And that's why we've stripped it down for you. We've refined all that noise and advice down to just 4 bare fundamentals, 4 core rules or pillars of owning this incredibly unique dog. Even if you remember just these 4 rules, you'll unlock a Doberman who, trust me, is just legendary, who you're in synergy with, a calm, focused, loyal, and healthy Doberman that you can take with you anywhere and whose behavior is completely predictable. And we're also going to tell you what each of these pillars does for your Doberman and what it unlocks in terms of their behavior. Pillar number 1, structured daily routines. Dobermans are legendary for their drive and their energy, but they also absolutely love routine. In fact, they thrive on it. And without structure in their life, that same drive that's built into them so deeply, it can easily turn into anxiety, chaos, and even destructive behavior. These dogs really thrive when each day has kind of a familiar just rhythm to it. Just a consistent schedule. So this means their wake up times, their meal times, exercise, training sessions, down times, even their bedtimes all occur in kind of the same order throughout the day and as much as possible at the same time, and is very predictable to them. When Dobermans know what to expect as their day unfolds, it really lowers their stress and they become calmer and more confident too, and just easier dogs to control. If you nail this pillar of having this routine and really get it right, you're gonna unlock some really cool things with your Doberman, namely confidence and calmness. That's a big one, since this structured routine is really reassuring to them. It's reassuring for this breed. It's crazy how it works, but it is, and it absolutely destroys any stress for these dogs. And this is gonna help you produce a dog that's just really well balanced, relaxed, and ready to work with you throughout the day instead of against you. Pillar number 2, physical exercise and mental stimulation. Dobermans need both the physical exercise and the mental exercise every single day. They need at least 1 to 2 hours of that physical exercise, so things like running, structured walks, fetch, agility, playing with other dogs, even swimming, anything physical that you can think of. And that really helps burn off all that incredible energy that they have, and it keeps their muscles sharp and keeps them relaxed and really just fulfilled feeling. But it absolutely doesn't end there. You can't forget the most important muscle of all, their brain. These dogs are just insanely intelligent, guys. They need those puzzles, like puzzle toys. They need obedience work, scent games, and yes, even new people, animals, and environments to experience. So yes, this means regular socialization to new experiences is definitely an important part of mental stimulation, and it should continue for their entire lives. And your regular training sessions with them double as mental workouts, and socialization, meeting people, meeting new dogs, new places, new experiences. This is one of the best ways to challenge their minds. Physical exercise and mental stimulation, even including socialization, they're amazing unlocks for a confident, relaxed Doberman who is not reactive when you're out in public and who's just totally calm on a leash and truly steadfast. All traits that any Doberman owner absolutely strives for. This will give you a Doberman who really you can go anywhere with. It's an amazing unlock. Pillar 3, full integration into the family. A Doberman is not a backyard dog. They aren't built to sit outside, be alone, and guard your property from a distance. Guarding property really was never their role. This breed were built to be guardians of us, their owners. So their real desire is to be right there with you in the middle of your family's daily life. So what does full integration of the family mean? Well, it just means including your Doberman in activities all day long with your family. Car rides, trips, outings, kids' soccer games, pickups from school, and maybe even most importantly, just movie nights and downtime at home on the couch. It's really that closeness and that constant interaction that really creates that bond for Dobermans that really they're so famous for. They really crave this on kind of a genetic level as human guardians. When you nail this pillar and really integrate these dogs, you unlock that iconic Doberman loyalty that this breed is known for. It has some other cool side effects too, guys. It'll help you communicate with your Doberman far more effectively throughout the day, and it even actually does really make them easier to train because they know what you want a lot easier. It creates almost a level of synergy between you and your dog. It's one of the incredible traits of this breed when you get it right. Pillar 4, always be training. With a Doberman, training is absolutely not something you just do once and then you forget it, or you do the first year only and then you don't do it again. This is a lifelong process with these dogs. It's not just so that you can always be improving their obedience. I mean, that's great too, but for Dobermans, they just always need to be continually challenged. Dobermans are sharp, they're high drive dogs, they're constantly testing boundaries, and if you stop training them, they don't just stay the same. They actually kind of seem to regress. It's kind of interesting with this breed. That's why consistency is everything with them. So create that daily schedule that includes things like obedience work, reinforcing old commands, and most importantly, always challenging your Doberman with increasingly difficult requests. For example, ask them to stay a little longer before getting a release command, or ask a few additional commands before giving up that treat. Or how about performing a few commands from across the room, or just a further distance from you than you normally do. This will do some cool things like reinforce you as a leader to them so that they constantly look to you for direction and guidance. It builds your command repertoire to a very impressive level really quickly with these dogs. And guess what? It even stimulates them mentally as well, which kind of reinforces pillar number 2. And it doesn't have to feel like work. Every walk is really an opportunity to practice healing. Every play session can include those recalls, a sit command, a down command. Training should just be kind of a part of a lifestyle with your Doberman, not something that only happens in a class or during a dedicated training session. When you make this habit of always training your Doberman throughout the day, it unlocks a stable, confident Doberman. And even better, it builds your confidence in your control over your dog in any situation. It also helps keep their temperament consistent and stable. It'll turn your Doberman the type of dog that people truly admire when you're out and about, and you won't just have some big, powerful, and yes, beautiful dog, but you'll have this powerful, beautiful Doberman who is also controllable and obedient and just a true partner for you. Just a real ambassador for the Doberman breed. Now, I'm not a vet, but one thing I know for sure with this breed, and one thing that kind of holds all these pillars together, is their health is incredibly important. And if you don't take a Doberman's health seriously, everything else can easily fall apart. And Dobermans are absolutely known for having some very serious health concerns that they are prone to. So please start by taking your time and making sure that you find the right vet, one that's qualified, one that you can stick with over the long term, and one that you can really get to know and who can get to know your dog also. Picking a vet, a good vet, very important. And also get regular checkups that include blood work and early screenings for things like dilated cardiomyopathy or DCM. This is a terrible heart disease, it's horrible, and it really does affect this breed disproportionately. And doing this can actually really literally add years to your Doberman's life. And you can do DNA health testing right at home and see what conditions they might be prone to. And at the age of 2, that's a great time to begin regular checks for any signs of DCM, including echocardiograms and regular Holter monitoring of their heart. So definitely ask your vet about that. And just as important to that, nutrition. Think about it, guys. If you fuel your elite dog, your Doberman, with this low quality food, I mean, you're really kind of playing Russian roulette in a lot of ways, in my opinion. Nutrition, it's not just an afterthought with these dogs. It's kind of a bit of a foundation. And I'm a big believer that food is medicine. Like anything in life, you get out what you put in. And if you're putting in low quality food, how can you expect a high quality, healthy dog as a result? Now, we do strongly believe in Ollie here at Doberman Planet, which is why we chose them as our sponsor. We only wanted to have a sponsor here that we were already recommending to people and that we truly believed in. And the reason why you hear us talking about them all the time is, well, yeah, they're our sponsor, but also because of how important fresh food is for a breed like the Doberman, which already struggles with its fair share of health concerns. We chose Ollie because we really believe that they're the best for Doberman owners. It's fresh food, it's natural food like you find in your own kitchen. It's got no preservatives, no artificial flavors or harmful fillers, and it's just real quality meats. And meat is always a primary ingredient in all the recipes, which, by the way, are formulated and balanced with veterinary nutritionists, which is also awesome. And they deliver right to your door on a predictable schedule that you're in full control of, and it just makes feeding your Doberman a quality diet so much easier for owners. And by the way, if you do want to try Ollie for yourself, you might have heard that since they're our sponsor, we were able to get a coupon code to share. It's Doberman Planet, it's all caps, and it'll actually get you 60% off your first box of them, which makes it pretty cheap to try them out. And we also have a quick link to them if you want to check out their meals. Just go to dobermanplanet.com/freshfood. It'll take you straight to them, but we'll also put that link in the description down below in case you want to give them a try. But frankly, whether it's Ollie or not, or you decide to cook fresh meals yourself, or you have some other answer for this nutrition issue, whatever it is, just make sure you're feeding them nutrients and vitamins that are balanced in a way that this breed really needs. And of course, with fresh ingredients. Just give them that quality input so that way you can expect a quality output. Well, there you have it, the 4 core pillars to successfully owning a Doberman, along with a very important bonus tip for you as well. Seriously, before you worry about specific techniques or what works best while you're training this breed, just nail these 4 pillars, guys, and you'll already be, I don't know, 75 to 80% of the way there. And if you enjoyed learning about this incredible breed, don't forget to watch us again next week right here at Doberman Planet. Subscribe button is right down below. See you next time, guys. Thanks for hanging out.